In this section, we'll talk more about conditions, specifically about loops and while loop. So what while loop is, basically we give the program a condition, and as long as that condition is met, it will execute the piece of code inside that while loop. Otherwise, it will exit the loop. So let's look at an example here. So let's open up the HOP01.py that we created earlier, and still using this example of guessing a number. If the user guesses right, then we say this message. If the user guesses wrong, we say this message. And I'm gonna include a while loop here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the users 3 attempts. So as long as the number of attempts is less than or equals to 3, then they can keep guessing. Otherwise, we will exit out of the loop. So let's do that. Right, so before that, let me get rid of this thing. So then everything's clean. All right. So I'm going to include the while loop, and first thing, let me declare a variable. I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to call it attempts. And for now, the number of attempts is going to be 0. So for computers, they start counting from 0, not 1. Right. So I'm going to write the while loop. So while the number of attempts is less than or equals to 3, then we gonna let all of this run, and I'm gonna put this one outside. Okay. And remember, Python is space sensitive, so make sure everything's aligned. All right. So as long as the number of attempts is less than or equals to 3, then we'll keep prompting the users to guess a number. And same thing, if they guess right, they see this. If they guess wrong, they see this. And after each time the user guess, I'm going to increase the number of attempts to 1. So first time is going to be 0. And then after they guess 1 time, it's going to plus 1. Attempt's going to plus 1. And so when it goes back to this point, the number of attempts is 1. And they guess another time. 1 plus 1 is 2, and keep going until the end. So now let's run the program to see if it's doing what we expect it to do. All right, I'm gonna guess. Okay, so seems like the loop is running, although as you can see, we guessed 4 times, not 3 times like we expected, right? So your challenge would be to fix this program so that the number of attempts to guess is 3 instead of 4.